liebe Leute, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge des Gamers Guide. Hier spreche ich mit unserem Mental Coach Edgar Chekera darüber, dass Nervosität nicht immer unbedingt was Schlechtes sein muss. Neugierig? Dann bleibt dran. Okay, that's something that I haven't done in a while, as you might have noticed. And doing something that you're not confident in doing in front of a camera, in front of people, it gets to me, obviously. And first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Melly, and with me is Edgar Chekera from Psych Check, and he's a mental coach, and we're going to talk about nerves today. And I mean, I was kind of nervous juggling in front of a camera, something that I haven't done for a very long time. Edgar, what are the different signs of being nervous?
Everyone experiences nerves in like different ways, but there's three main signs, right? So mental, so being, thoughts of concern, thoughts of worry as well. Physical, which is, your heart beating really fast. Everyone knows the butterflies in your stomach, really sweaty, maybe your legs are shaking. And then the behaviors, so this could be fidgeting, could be biting your nails, could be, pulling your hair up and all of that. So there's so many different signs and symptoms. It's important to know what our own symptoms of nerves are.
But why do we get nervous?
So there's the different approaches that explain why, but the one I use when I'm practicing is, we make different judgments about certain things. So we judge whether something's relevant to us. We judge whether, we feel like we'll be successful in that. And we feel like our success isn't completely certain and, it's very uncertain conditions, then we can lead us to being nervous in that way. But the most important thing is whether we feel like we have the resources to cope with it, or whether we feel like the demands are a lot higher than what we can do. So an example for that, I'm gonna juggle with these ones to demonstrate that. Let's say my goal is to be the best juggler in the world. I wanna be able to show people that I'm basically great at juggling. So basically if I do it with one ball, I won't really feel any stress because it's just one ball. I feel like the conditions are easy for me. I'll be successful at it. Give me two balls now and I feel, okay. Conditions are a bit more harder, but I think I can still succeed in it. But then if I was to have a third one, then that would cause a lot of drama because I feel like I haven't juggled in ages. I don't have the belief of doing it, and that goes to the resources. I don't feel like I have the resources to deal with what's going on, and then I'll start feeling nervous in that way. But a key message is nerves aren't always bad.
Can I experience it as something helpful maybe?
Yeah, you see some athletes, whether they're in esports or traditional sports, saying that I'm excited as opposed to I'm nervous. A key thing that everyone needs to know and all the gamers need to know is that everyone experiences nerves. Not to the same extent, but it's not something you want to completely get rid of because it can literally light a fire in you that gets you going. But we need to actually change our relationship with it. So how this can be done, there's different sources, and I mentioned the resources. So it's self-control, realize that there's more control in your wheelhouse, know that there's people around you, change the goals that you have to, and also increase your self-belief in that way.
So I can take nervousness and make it into something positive.
Yeah, exactly. It's all, in a nutshell, it's all how you view that situation, that emotion. Like I said, so many different athletes, so many different esports athletes as well and competitors. Everyone thinks, you don't get nervous, but that is not the case. You'll be surprised how many esports athletes actually do get nervous still, but it doesn't stop them from performing at their best. It can change, basically they change how they interpret their nerves. They change how their relationship is with nerves, and that can go with the average gamer as well. Don't view nerves as a bad thing. It can be a good thing for you. Just develop those strategies to actually help you with it.
Do you still get nervous?
Yeah, all the time. I get nervous in so many different situations, right? Just because I know psychology doesn't mean I'm exempt from not feeling nervous. Mainly with me, it's been public speaking. So going to big crowds of people and talking, But so a big factor or a big sign that I know is that my leg shakes. And for some reason it's this leg, but it will shake quite often. And the way I've dealt with it is knowing that that's my body just being excited because it means something to me. It's not something to be like, I'm being nervous, everyone's gonna see me now, I shouldn't be nervous. It's like, okay, that's normal. And then, I realize that I've prepared enough, I have self-belief, let's go.
So some of you have probably experienced situations where they were really, really nervous. And Edgar, can you give us some advice, like a short list, what to do or to prevent getting nervous?
Yeah, so what's really important is to know that nerves are normal and we want to reinterpret that. So list what you can control, maybe record your best performances and just watch over them before games. Know who's around you, know your social support, and also have certain goals. So make sure your goals are approaching something, not trying to avoid something.
All right, guys, you've heard it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and I hope to see you again in our next video. Bye.